The Arizona Wildcats beat the Missouri Tigers today. The final score was 88, Arizona Wildcats 88 to the Missouri Tigers 52. Um, the, I I really wish that Kadeem Allen and Ryan Anderson could work better together. Um, at, Off the bat, right off the bat, I wanted to say that I really am glad that Kadeem Allen is doing okay, was healthy enough to play uh, uh, during today's game against the Missouri Tigers because I wasn't quite sure how he was going to be after he after he had that fall pretty bad in the last game. So I wasn't quite sure, but it was really nice to see him back, and um, he I think he didn't do as many dribble penetrations as I would like. Uh, I didn't see a whole lot of dribble penetration from Kadeem Allen, but I think the Arizona Wildcats had, I think, 20 assists or something like that for this game. So uh, I think it was more emphasis on passing the ball around and not so much on dribble penetration for the Arizona Wildcats. Even though the Arizona Wildcats shot like I think it was 27 free throws or something like that. So 26 or 27 free throws. So they shot a lot of free throws. So they tried to get a lot of those rebounds. Um, and they also might have done some dribble penetration go up for those second chance opportunities. The Arizona Wildcats had 12 points from second chance opportunities. But I don't think that there was as much dribble penetration this time. The one that is really good at dribble penetration is Trier for the Arizona Wildcats. He had, I think it was 14 points tonight. The the top scorer was Tollefson with 17, which is interesting because he only knocked down one three-pointer, and he always does that. He always usually, well, it's going to be a good game if Tollefson knocks down a three-pointer, and he did. He was 1 out of 2 from three-point land today, so he did pretty good. But if he got 17 points, then he must have made a lot of field goals, a lot of two-point shots, um, and he did. So he was the highest scorer with 17 points, and then I think it was there was another person that had 16. I think it was York that had 16 points. Um, York is not as good of a defensive player as I would like. I don't know if you know if the other guys are slacking. They don't know the system. They don't know how to defend very well, so that Gabe York is kind of left out to defend against the scorer, and he's the one that's usually, I guess, the scapegoat for the defense. So that's why I see Gabe York a lot whenever the other team, in this game, the Missouri Tigers, had dribble penetration, and he just wasn't getting as good defense on them as I would like. Sometimes whenever you play really, really tough defense, then you draw a lot of fouls, and I think York had, I think it was 3 fouls or something like that. So um, I think he tried to play a little bit more defense, but I just it, I guess he did pretty good. He did pretty good because if I looked at the scores, uh, Missouri Tigers, I was looking at the scores, and most of the Missouri Tigers scored on uh, you know on different players. So it wasn't just York all the time that they were scoring on. They scored on Ristic a few times, for sure, right in the beginning, and then they scored on Tollefson a couple times, I think. They scored on they scored on Trier a few times. So the Sean Miller was saying that Trier, the Arizona Wildcats, is getting better at defense, but he needs to he's improving. So he and each it's a process, just like anything else. You know, Hopefully the rest of the team will start to get in more of playing better defense, and I think that they will. It's just you got so many guys that are new. We lost four major players last. The U of A lost four major players last season, so um, we got Ryan Anderson, which is I think he's our best player there, and I think he's their smartest player too. Um, they had I think Perrier or something like that was their per year was their is supposed to be their top scorer for Missouri Tigers. And I was looking at the beginning of the game, and it was a lot of it was he's a forward, and so is Ryan Anderson. Ryan Anderson is also a forward, so it was a very good match for Ryan Anderson, and Ryan Anderson pretty much shut him down. He didn't. Perrier, I think, is their hot scorer. He scores like 14 points a game or 13 points a game on average, but he didn't score that many today. I think he scored 4 points or something like that. I can't remember. It wasn't. It was no Missouri Tigers got in double figures. Um, like I said, there was six guys for the U of A that got in double figures. Shoot, even Justin Simon got in double figures. He had 10 points, and he had four personal fouls. But the thing about it is he was playing aggressive. He wasn't going to give up those shots, and I saw some really nice offensive playing by him. He uh, had a couple of shots where he was falling down, so they were just beautiful shots that he got. Um, but uh, he but it was really nice to see him, and it's good to I mean Chance Comanche had 10 rebounds, which is fantastic. He's the highest rebounder for the whole team. Ryan Anderson had 9, but Chance Comanche had three offensive rebounds. As far as another person that had 3 offensive rebounds, it was Simon. It was Justin Simon that had 3 offensive rebounds. So, you know, they were both good on the offensive rebounds. I think York had 2 offensive rebounds or something like that. Or no, it was Ryan Anderson that had 2 offensive rebounds. So, I always think that the offensive rebounds are the most important out of any of the rebounding that is done. I think that the Arizona Wildcats had like 47 rebounds, and the Missouri Tigers had like 23 or something like that. So, yeah, it was Ryan Anderson is a forward, and per year was a forward, and so Ryan Anderson stuck on him, and it was a good matchup. It'll be interesting to see what NAU has as far as their top scorer, um, if he's a guard or if he's a forward or whatever, because it'll be nice to see if maybe we can get Anderson on their top scorer and help hopefully shut him down, because the Arizona Wildcats have had some players, usually guards, which is not Ryan Anderson. Ryan Anderson is not a guard; he's a forward. And the guards have gone bonkers, crazy. I think it was Whitlier, uh, a ridiculous amount. And so a lot of players that the U of A has gone against, their top scorer has gone crazy and scored a bunch more points, about like 40, 30 points or something like that, has gone crazy. And so we really need to get a defense, somebody that can defend good against a guard. Um, so that's going to be one of the big things that we need to work on, that the Arizona Wildcats need to work on. Um, let's see, we had Comanche with 10 rebounds, which is awesome. Anderson with 9 rebounds. I think Aristic, I think he got 12 points, so he did very good. I think Sean Miller kind of got underneath his collar a little bit in the last game, because um, I think Ristic was 0 for 7 or something like that from free throws. So he did much better this time. I think it was like 5 for 7 from free throws this time again in this game. Um, the next person I think that got 14. Ryan Anderson got 14. Um, let's see, it was Tolson got 17. Um, York had 16. Um, who had Trier. Trier had 15, I think. Um, I think it was Trier that had 15. So he didn't do as much during this game as far as dribble penetration and getting those shots, but he did pretty good. Um, so anyway, games like this are learning games for the Arizona Wildcats, and it's good to see who can defend against who, and we need to work on somebody that can, on a guard, somebody that can defend against a guard for the Arizona Wildcats. It's really, really important. I think we had took 17 threes and made 7 threes. York knocked down quite a few threes, and Tollefson knocked down a 3, and but Kadeem Allen, and Parker Jackson-Cartwright had a heck of a time, man. I think Parker Jackson-Cartwright was he had like 4 3-point attempts or something like that, and so and he missed all of them, so he 3 or 4, so he was going to have a hard game, but he did get a couple of assists. I think it was Kadeem Allen that had 5 assists, and it was Parker Jackson-Cartwright that had 4 assists. So that was fantastic, and I think who had 3 assists? I think I can't remember who had 3 assists, but it might have been York that had 3 assists. But anyway, so all those assists are fantastic, and the amount of turnovers, I think we had 15 turnovers, which Sean Miller is not going to be too crazy about. He wants like 12, 14, I would say. The Arizona Wildcats beat the Missouri Tigers today. The final score was 88, Arizona Wildcats 88 to the Missouri Tigers 52.